Good afternoon, everyone. Today I want to talk about something close to every beating heart in this room: achieving your goals. But not just the polished, perfect version we post on social media. I want to talk about the messy, painful, and beautiful journey that no one else sees. There will be moments when life feels too heavy, when your dreams seem too far, and your spirit whispers, "Maybe I'm not meant for this." And it's in those very moments, not the easy ones, that your story is written. You see, your goals were given to you for a reason. They are not random. They are the echo of who you are meant to become. But understand this: you do not achieve your goals by walking on a straight, clean road. You achieve them crawling through failures, crying through rejection, smiling through scars. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to fall. But it's never okay to stop, because every setback you face is not a wall. It is a mirror, reflecting how much strength you still carry inside. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how you rise from it. There will be people who doubt you. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. But remember, the journey to your goals is yours alone. No one else has to believe in your dream. Only you do. So embrace the struggle. Celebrate the small victories. And when you feel like giving up, look back, not at how far you have to go, but at how far you've already come. Your story is not about how fast you reach your goals. It's about how courageously you walk the path. Achieve your goals, not just with ambition, but with faith, resilience, and relentless love for the person you are becoming. Thank you. Sometimes when a dream plants itself in your heart, it feels almost random. You wonder, why me? Why this dream? But what we often fail to realize is that dreams are never accidents. They are not coincidences that float into our minds. They are whispered to us by something deeper, a calling that knows who we are even when we don't fully recognize it ourselves. Your dreams are seeds of your future self, quietly waiting for you to have enough courage to water them. Every person is born with a unique blend of talents, experiences, and passions. No two stories are alike, and so no two dreams can ever be identical. What pulls at your heartstrings is not some universal checklist of achievements, but a deeply personal mission, tailored for the life you are meant to live. It is almost as if the universe carefully wrote a script, tucked it inside your soul, and is now waiting for you to pick it up and read it aloud through your actions. When you feel an undeniable pull towards something, teaching, healing, building, leading, trust that it is not foolish or impractical. It is sacred. Too often, people dismiss their dreams because they seem too grand or too difficult. But the size of your dream is a reflection of the size of your soul's capacity. Big dreams are not meant to intimidate you. They are meant to awaken the strength that already sleeps inside you. Many people live lives that feel small not because they lacked opportunities, but because they ignored the whispers of their own dreams. It takes a daring heart to believe that what you feel inside matters. It takes even greater courage to understand that your dreams were placed in you because you are capable of carrying them. Not someone else, and not someday in the future. You right now, exactly as you are. Imperfect, growing, learning are enough to start walking toward them. Every time you step closer to your dream, you are stepping closer to your authentic self. Your dreams are the bridge between who you are today and who you are destined to become. They are not just about achieving external success. They are about fulfilling your internal truth. Ignoring your dreams is not just about lost opportunities. It is about denying a vital part of yourself the chance to be fully alive. In a world that constantly tries to mold you into what is expected, your dreams serve as your most honest compass. They remind you of your own voice, your own rhythm, and your own path. They are not burdens, they are blessings. They are invitations to a journey that is uniquely yours, crafted perfectly to lead you toward a life of meaning, passion, and purpose. When we imagine achieving our goals, we often picture a smooth, straight road, Clear skies, easy steps, everything falling perfectly into place. But the real journey looks very different. It is filled with detours, wrong turns, roadblocks, and moments of complete darkness. The truth is, the path toward any meaningful goal is messy, unpredictable, and often painful. It challenges you in ways you never expected and demands from you a strength you didn't know you possessed. Failures are not just possibilities along this path, they are certainties. You will fail, not once, but many times. You will make plans that collapse. You will invest your heart into efforts that don't bear fruit. And you will trust people who sometimes let you down. But none of these failures are signs that you are not meant for the journey. They are simply lessons wrapped in difficulty, showing you new ways, stronger ways to move forward. Every failure reshapes you into someone more capable, more resilient, more prepared for the destination you are heading toward. Scars are inevitable when you fight for your dreams. Emotional scars, mental exhaustion, even physical ones sometimes, they are all part of the process. And yet, there is something beautiful about scars. They tell a story. They are proof that you dare to care about something deeply enough to get hurt. People who have achieved great things are not the ones who never fell. They are the ones who wore their scars like armor, not chains. They understood that being hurt is not the end of the story. It is part of the story. There will be moments when you feel completely defeated. You will sit alone with your doubts, wondering if it's worth continuing, wondering if you are strong enough to survive the weight of disappointment. In these moments, resilience is not just a word. It becomes your lifeline. Resilience means standing up with trembling legs. It means moving forward even with a broken heart. It means choosing to believe even when there is no visible reason to. The beauty of a non-straight path is that it reveals to you all the hidden parts of yourself. It introduces you to your true strength, the kind that isn't loud or showy, but the quiet, stubborn strength that refuses to give up. It teaches you patience, grit, humility, and compassion. You do not become who you are meant to be by avoiding struggle. You become that person by walking through it, learning from it, and allowing it to transform you. Each twist and turn on this unpredictable road shapes your character in ways success alone never could. Straight paths might be easier, but they build fragile spirits. It is the uneven, broken, and rugged roads that build warriors. And every scar you collect, every failure you endure, every tear you shed, they are all forging the powerful, unstoppable version of you that your dreams have been waiting for. Fear is often the very first companion you meet when you set out to chase your goals. It sits quietly in the background at first, then grows louder with every step you take outside your comfort zone. Fear whispers all the worst-case scenarios. It paints vivid pictures of everything that could go wrong. It convinces you that it is safer to stay where you are rather than risk moving forward. But what we need to understand is that fear is not a sign that we are weak. It is proof that we are daring to do something meaningful. Failure walks right beside fear, hand in hand. Every person who has ever achieved something worthwhile has a long and intimate history with failure. It does not matter how talented, privileged, or determined you are. Failure will meet you along the way. It will greet you not to destroy you, but to test your resolve. To ask you the simple but brutal question, do you want this badly enough to keep going? Every failure is a checkpoint, not a dead end. Feeling afraid and failing do not make you unworthy of your dreams. They make you human. Every time you feel fear but still take a step, no matter how small, you weaken fear's hold over you. Every time you stumble and fall but rise again, you send a message to the universe that you are serious about the life you are trying to build. The presence of fear and failure does not diminish your potential. Your response to them defines it. Stopping, however, is where dreams die. Not because the dream was impossible, not because the world was unfair, but because the dreamer chose to stop walking. Stopping is the only true failure. As long as you are moving, even if you are crawling, even if you are crying, you are still in the fight. You are still on the path. Giving up is a choice, and often it is made not because the goal was unreachable, but because the struggle felt unbearable. Yet struggle is the price we pay for greatness. There will be days when giving up feels like the easier choice. There will be nights when you lie awake, questioning everything, feeling exhausted to your core. In those moments, you must remember that you don't have to run. You don't even have to walk fast. You just have to not stop. Rest if you must. Cry if you must. Scream into the night if you must. But do not stop. Forward is forward, no matter the speed. The most incredible stories of achievement are not tales of perfection. They are sagas of perseverance. They are written by people who stared fear in the face, tasted the bitterness of failure, and yet refused to let go of their dreams. They did not escape fear. They befriended it. They did not avoid failure. They learned from it. And above all, they made one simple, courageous choice over and over again. They did not stop. Challenges are an inevitable part of every journey worth taking. No life is untouched by hardship. No dream is protected from struggle. It is easy to believe that success belongs to those who are lucky enough to avoid major setbacks. But the truth is, every person you admire, every story that moves your soul is rooted in challenge. What separates those who rise from those who remain stuck is not the size of the obstacles they face. It is the strength of their spirit when they fall. Life is not about how many times you are knocked down. It is about how many times you find the courage to stand up again. Each time you rise after a setback, you reclaim your power. You tell the world, and more importantly, you tell yourself that you are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by your resilience, your bravery, and your refusal to let pain have the final word. Rising after defeat is not easy. It is an act of silent rebellion against despair. There are moments when falling feels final. The weight of disappointment, the sting of betrayal, the exhaustion of fighting battles no one else can see, all of it tempts you to surrender. And yet, it is precisely in those moments that you are given a choice: to stay on the ground and let life pass you by, or to rise with all the broken, beautiful pieces of yourself and move forward anyway. Rising does not erase the pain. It transforms it into a foundation you can build your next steps upon. Every time you get back up, you are not the same person who fell. You rise stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are medals of your survival. They show that you fought battles that tried to break you, and you are still here. In a world that often celebrates only the highlights, never forget that your greatest strength is born in the shadows where you decide, again and again will not be defeated. When you look back one day, it won't be the challenges themselves that define your story. It will be your bravery, your persistence, and your belief in yourself when no one else could see the dream you carried. Rising after heartbreak, after failure, after loss, these are the moments that build your character more than any easy success ever could. They create a depth in you that cannot be faked or taught. It can only be earned through lived experience. You must choose to rise, not just once, but over and over again, even when it hurts, even when it feels pointless, even when the world expects you to stay broken. Rising is not a one-time act of courage. It is a lifestyle. It is a commitment you make to yourself every day, that no matter what tries to pull you down, you will keep choosing hope, strength, and the unwavering belief that your story is still worth writing. When you set out to chase your dreams, one of the first battles you will face is the battle for approval. You will want people to understand you, to believe in you, to cheer for you. You will crave their validation because it feels safer to move forward when others confirm that you are on the right path. But the truth is, your journey is yours alone. It is a vision planted in your heart, not theirs. Waiting for others to approve of your dreams is like handing over your life to someone who was never meant to live it. Many people around you will not see what you see. They will not understand why you work so hard for something that seems uncertain, unrealistic, or even impossible. Some will project their own fears onto you. Some will mock your ambition because it reminds them of the risks they were too afraid to take. If you let their doubts define your actions, you will live a life small enough to fit into their comfort zones. And you are never born for that kind of life. Validation is sweet, but it is not nourishment. Applause can be encouraging, but it is not fuel. The only true source of strength you have is the belief you build within yourself. If you constantly look outward for permission to follow your dreams, you will always be chained to the opinions of others. But when you stand firmly in your own conviction, even in silence, even when misunderstood, you create a freedom that no one can take from you. There will be seasons of loneliness on your journey. Times when you feel like you are walking through a desert with no support, no recognition, and no visible proof that you are making progress. In these seasons, you must remember that greatness is often grown in solitude. Your dreams are still valid even if no one claps for them. Your efforts are still valuable even if no one notices. Your path is still sacred even if no one else understands it. Comparison will try to steal your joy along the way. It will tempt you to measure your journey by someone else's timeline, someone else's definition of success. Resist that temptation. Their journey is not yours. Their dreams are not your dreams. What matters is not how fast you go or how glamorous your achievements look from the outside. What matters is that you stay true to the silent promise you made to yourself. The promise to honor the life you were created to live. The most beautiful journeys are rarely recognized in the early stages. They are built in quiet moments of courage, in invisible battles won deep within the heart. Trust that your path, with all its twists, delays, and uncertainties, is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You do not need validation from others to make your dreams worthy. They are worthy because you dared to dream them. And they will come alive because you dared to keep walking, even when no one else could see the road ahead. When we talk about achieving our goals, we often picture the final grand moment, the trophy, the applause, the visible success. But life is not lived only in those big, shining moments. Life is stitched together by thousands of small steps, small victories, and quiet achievements that no one else may ever see. If you wait only for the grand finale to feel proud of yourself, you will miss the beauty of the journey itself. Every small win, every tiny progress is a seed growing into the life you dream about. Celebrating small victories isn't just about feeling good, it's about training your mind to recognize growth. Every time you acknowledge your progress, you send a message to yourself. I am moving forward. I am capable. I am becoming. You build momentum, not by giant leaps, but by consistent taken one after another. Every time you overcome a fear, every time you choose hope over doubt, every time you do something today that yesterday felt impossible, that is a victory worth celebrating. The danger lies in overlooking these moments. When you dismiss your small wins as insignificant, you start to believe the lie that you are getting nowhere. You start to feel like your effort is invisible, meaningless. But nothing could be farther from the truth. Masterpieces are painted one brushstroke at a time. Great novels are written one word at a time. Life-changing dreams are built one brave decision at a time. Honor your small victories, for they are the building blocks of greatness. At the same time, never lose sight of the person you are becoming through this journey. Goals are important, but they are not the final prize. You are. The stronger, wiser, kinder version of yourself that is emerging through every challenge, every effort, every setback. That is the real treasure. Stay committed to that growth. Stay loyal to the person who believes in better. fights for better, and never stops reaching for the highest version of who they can be. There will be days when it feels easier to focus only on what's missing, on how far you still have to go. But if you pause for a moment, you'll realize how much you've already transformed. You are no longer who you were when you began this journey. You have scars that tell stories of battles fought and won. You have lessons written into your bones. You have strength that was forged in the fires of perseverance. All of this deserves recognition, even if the world isn't watching. Progress is not always loud. Growth is not always obvious. Success is not always dramatic. Sometimes success is quietly choosing to believe again after disappointment. Sometimes it's taking one small step when you feel paralyzed by fear. Sometimes it's simply waking up and deciding, I'm still going. Celebrate these moments. Protect these moments. They are shaping you into the person your dreams have been waiting for all along. So as you walk forward on your journey, remember this. Your dreams are not random. Your path is not meaningless. Your struggles are not wasted. You are being shaped into someone extraordinary, someone stronger, braver, and more compassionate with every step you take. The world may not always recognize your journey. It may not always applaud your efforts or understand your dreams, but you do not walk for their approval. You walk because something deep within you refuses to let you give up. You walk because you know you are meant for more. Celebrate the small victories. Embrace the setbacks. Hold on to your courage, even when your hands are trembling. And above all, stay loyal to your own heart, because the person you are becoming is far greater than any obstacle you face. Keep going. Your story is not over. The best is yet to come. Thank you.